Transmog is here in Destiny 2, and I know this is a hot subject, but I wanted to get this guide out to explain how the process works on getting started with Transmog. Now, what Transmog actually is the ability to take any piece of armor and apply a universal ornament of any other piece of armor to it to change its appearance. To complete this, there's two different routes you can take. You can take the in-game currency route, which will have you go through a series of introductory quests in order to actually transmog a piece of gear, or you can also spend silver in the Eververse store to bypass the in-game currency and allow you to just buy an ornament straight up. This is not a video debating on whether you should spend silver to transmog your gear or just grind it out. This is simply just a guide to help you get started. Now, if you want to get started with Transmog, the first thing you need to do is head to Banshee at the tower. That's going to be where you pick up the initial quest. The initial quest will have you go to Ada 1 at the tower, and she'll kind of give you an introductory explanation on what she's been up to lately. After that, you're going to need to head to Europa in the Bray Exoscience area. Right when you enter the Bray Exoscience, you'll head to the right, and in the offices, you're going to see a computer that you can scan. Once you scan this computer, you'll then have to head across the room and pick up this other component, and once you're done with that, head back to the tower to Ada to continue the quest. Next, head up to the loom to connect the processor, and then return back to Ada 1 to complete the introductory quest. Now, once you complete the introductory quest, you'll get a package from Ada which contains 5 synth weave per class. This will allow you to transmog 5 different pieces of armor for each class you have. 5 for Hunter, 5 for Warlock, and 5 for Titan. The next part of the quest is going to have you actually transmog a piece of gear so it can go through the whole process and see how it works. So if you go into your character screen and you press down on the D-pad, you can enter the appearance subscreen. From here on the top right, you can press Y or inspect, and it's going to open up the appearance customization tab. Now, this is new in this season, so you might want to get acquainted with it a little bit, but basically what you'll want to do is go to the piece of gear you want to transmog, and then where you would normally apply an ornament, you'll see all of the different options that are available. You'll see all of the ornaments that you currently have for that piece of gear, along with any of them that you can transmog into will have a lock next to it. Any of these with a lock, you can use your synth weave and you'll be able to apply that ornament to that piece of gear. Now remember, the synth weave is all class specific, so you have ones you can use for Hunter, Warlock, and Titan as well. Once you select the piece of gear that you want to transmog, just hold the button to unlock it, and it's that simple. You now have that piece of gear transmogged to look like your desired look. Now, once you transmog your first piece of gear through the quest, you're actually going to get 150 synth strand, which will then be used to purchase the bounties from Ada 1. And completing this will give you armor synthesis materials, which you can then turn into the synth chord. It's all very complicated, but we'll break it down at the end of the video once we get through the introductory quests. Now, when choosing the bounty that you want to complete, keep in mind which activities you'll have to complete objectives in. I ended up grabbing the Gambit one, and the bounty I had was to defeat 30 envoys, primevals, or high value targets. So I got it done in about 4 Gambit matches. There's also bounties you can grab for strikes, crucible, Gambit, destinations, or raids or dungeons. So whichever activity you end up playing the most, go ahead and grab the bounty for that one. Now, it's important to note that you can only complete 10 of these bounties per season, and that's where the whole cap comes in for transmog each season. It's going to take you 5 of these bounties to be able to transmog a full armor set, so you can only do this to 2 full sets per season. Now, once you complete the bounty, you're going to receive 100 synth chord, and when you go back to the tower, you can return to the loom, and this is where you can actually turn that synth chord into synth weave, which gives you another transmog item that you can get. And that's going to complete the introductory quests on how to transmog. Now let's do a quick summary to wrap things up. If you want to transmog gear without spending silver, which is in other words real money, you need to defeat enemies or complete activities. As you do so, you're going to earn synth strand, and once you have 150 synth strand, you can then go to Ada 1 to pick up a bounty. By completing Ada 1's bounty, you're going to earn synth chord, and once you complete that bounty, you can take the synth chord to the loom to turn into synth weave. Got it? Or you could always just spend silver and spend real money. Either way, the choice is yours. Good luck, Guardians. If you guys enjoyed this quick guide, be sure to let me know in the comment section down below. I will be working on a lot of guides now that the new season is here, and I'll also be streaming a lot more, both here on YouTube as well as twitch.tv/Speer Gaming. So if you're interested, you can always follow me there. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.